Being able to walk to the beach, go to First Landing State Park, be really close to some of the best local seafood, all while being able to go to the local marina, or even be able to plop your own boat into the water and have access to some of the best boating on the East Coast is what people are looking for when they are looking at Chic's Beach. So what does it cost to get in here with a barrier to entry and the best that it has to offer? Let's take a look at that now. By the way, if you need a quick 3-pick of local places to go eat, go to Anchor Alleys, go to Bay Local, and check out Commonwealth Brewing Company. First up is 4842 Bay Landing. This is a condo association on the north side of Shore Drive, which for the most part is where you want to be. That allows you to not cross any major roads and hit the beach within a very short period of time. This is kind of the barrier to entry for the area. It was listed at $260,000 and sold at $285,000 just recently. 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, and just above 1,200 square feet. Looks awesome inside. It's on the first floor, so unfortunately you're gonna hear your neighbors above you, but when you get the ability to walk to the beach within a few minutes or have a bike and be there with a really short period of time, this is about the best the area has to offer at this price point. Now for first floor living, this is absolutely fantastic. I love the high-end LVP that they have in here and some of the shiplap on the kitchen counter. Island area, you got stainless steel, white cabinets, wonderful tile for the backsplash. I'm digging this whole area and how well lit it is. As you've heard me say many times, and Sean, we pick on photos, I just really wish people would spend the extra money to really get some really nice, excellent photography. This is okay. I'd put it on a scale of like 7, in my opinion. But you have 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. This looks like a queen size bedroom. You have access to your like patio area. This is great. They've upgraded the cabinets in here. They put some really nice fixtures and mirrors and lighting into the bathroom. It looks absolutely fantastic. So I think the choice of the flooring here, I'm gonna just say it once more, is a fantastic choice. I really, really like it. Not a whole lot to comment on, other than that it's a nice little updated condo with a little back patio, and you're really, really close to the beach. It's worth mentioning that they do not have a pool on this condo association, so that the $325 a month for the condo fee includes basically groundkeeping, the exterior, and the windows, siding, that type of thing. You are pretty close to the ocean front, so it's important to have, in my opinion, to have actually a higher condo association fee rather than a lower one. That way you can regularly expect that they're going to take care of the grounds and the exterior maintenance. Number 2 is 2316 Page Cove. This was listed right at $399, sold at $425 here just, I believe, recently in March. 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, and just under 1,600 square feet. This is a great example of something that is a little bit of an upgrade, a little bit more space, a little bit better access to the beach. So let's take a look right now. Now you do get covered parking here instead of it being in a parking lot, so a little bit more protection for your vehicles. A lot of these have effectively, like, you have a bottom area, a mid area, and a top area. So instead of you having to listen to someone above or below you, you only have them on the sides. And usually at this price point is where they went and spent the extra money to create extra insulation on the walls so you hear your neighbor a little bit less. You can see here, according to the photo, that you're really close to the beach here. This drone shot is absolutely fantastic. The upgraded flooring, you got a wood-burning fireplace with some built-ins. Nice open living floor area, upgraded cabinets with hardware, stainless steel. Great choice on the tile and backsplash. This is one of those items, tile and lighting are one of those things that can transform a space in the kitchen, and it makes it go a really long way. So if you're looking at upgrading your kitchen, put a lot of money into the tile and into the lighting fixtures. I really like their selection of hardwood in this home. And you do have a nice large pantry. The outdoor living space is wonderful. Again, more built-ins into the primary master suite here. This is another good example of when you upgrade the tile appropriately in the hardware and the lighting, it can transform the space. So this primary master bathroom is really looking great. It looks like the washer and dryer are downstairs, and if you look really close to the bottom left-hand corner there, you can see that they even upgraded the tile in the laundry room, which is a nice little touch. They have an awesome outside living space. It looks like they put curtains up, and it allows for some of the natural light to go through. If you wanted to put up some covering, you could, but you've got plenty of room outside for entertaining. And this last final drone shot just shows you exactly how close you are to the water. For $400,000, this is a great option. Rolling on to option number 3, we're looking at 3240 Page Court. Page Avenue, Unit 201. This is a perfect example of probably the upper end of what it looks like to be in a condo association in this area. You are right there on the beach, so we are kind of a row or two off on the previous two. This one is right up against the beach, so if you are looking at the condos that are at the forefront, it's probably gonna be a little more expensive. This one is 2 or 3 condos off, but you still can probably have a oceanfront view or a waterfront view. They do have a pool here, and this whole association is gated, so there's a good sense of privacy plus covered parking. So let's take a look at the interior and see what you get. Immediately I see exactly what I was talking about. You have basically 6 major condo units that are in kind of like a catty corner organization so that you can maximize the views for every single tenant that's in there. Now, I'm a big fan when these units will put tile, especially into the entryway. It kind of says we recognize that you're going to be out at the beach all the time. It makes cleanup much easier. When you've got carpet and really nice hardwoods, with condos this close to the beach, you don't want them getting torn up with all that sand. Plenty of light in every single bedroom, every single area and space. They have good hardwood floors into the main living area. It looks like tile was just for the entryway. Large crown molding all the way throughout. Now, this style of kitchen is not for me. I don't like the closed feeling of it. However, I understand why they do it this way to kind of maximize the other living space. You do have a nice large kind of island butcher block thing to cook on. And it looks like they've kept the beachy vibes throughout with the lights and the blues and the creams and that type of thing. I think it's really interesting that they have the window there right above the sink. It looks kind of like a porthole from a ship, which is kind of a nice little touch. It looks like these bedrooms are nice and large, plenty of light coming through these windows. Photographer did a good job on this, kind of showing off the space. I always find it interesting that the older the units, they have these like bronzed or like brass kind of looking hardware on doors. I just really dislike that look, but you know, go in there and change it yourself, I guess. Nice large jetted tub in the primary suite or the primary bathroom. I'm not a huge fan of mirrors everywhere. I don't want to see myself taking a bath. It looks like there could be some updates throughout. The carpet is a little bit dated in here. I'm not a fan of this green in this other bedroom. However, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,600 square feet. This is a nice little unit. I love the flooring that they've picked all the throughout. And again, the tile. This is showing exactly what you're paying for. You have a gated condo association that's private. You have a pool, kind of a club area, and immediate access to the beach. That's almost makes it feel like it's private for your own. So let's say you want to step it up and you want a single family home and you want access to the water. This one over here on Breezy Road, 2929 Breezy Road, was listed at $999. I think that they did this on purpose because they knew it would sell for more and this would drive a lot of competition. Immediately they changed the list price to $1.2 million, which means that they probably received multiple offers well above list price. It was under contract within the first few days. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and 2,350 square feet. You have deep water access so that you can drop in that center console boat if that's something that you're into, and plus you have a saltwater pool there on the waterfront. Now, you don't have a lot of yard space, but this is kind of the reality of this part of the neighborhood. But you can see it's extremely well landscaped. I do like that they have the apartment in the garage area, so if you need a mother-in-law suite for hosting or sticking some of the relatives to give you some space, that would be good. But the landscaping here is absolutely fantastic, and for the most part you're on 1-story living, so if taking the stairs is hard on the knees, this could be a good option for you. Photos in here are absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of all the open lighting, the tray ceilings, and the living room. Whoever decorated this place did a really good job. You have really nice crown molding here in the kitchen, a nice open L-shaped kitchen with a different color island, which is a very popular choice. And you can see from nearly every single room, you have great views of either the pool and the waterfront there. I believe they actually have 185 feet of waterfront and a 10,000 pound boat lift. The seller on here in the notes said that they were only paying $2,400 for flood insurance. That's pretty normal at this price point, and especially with the location of this home, that's something that you'll just have to prep for. You can see that the way that this is organized or orchestrated is that the primary suite has its own door going out the back there, so you have access to your hot tub if that's something that you have installed. The bathrooms, pretty normal for the price point. You know, maybe they could use a little bit of upgrading, or maybe this is your personal taste. Bathrooms and kitchens tend to do that. Unless you're doing spec building where you're going out and building it for everybody. They do the grays and the grayish and blacks and whites and that type of thing. But then once you start creeping up into the price point, everybody has their personal opinion on taste. I've had clients that have bought $800, $900 million homes, and the first thing they do is go in there and rip out the bathrooms and redo them. I'm digging this space above the garage. It's almost like an apartment, so that if you need to host someone, you can see they have a mini split there on the wall to help keep it nice and cool during the summer. And whoever's decorated this did an excellent job. I'm a big fan. And then take a look at this backyard. This is what you're paying for. You want that boating lifestyle with access to a pool. This is a great option, and there's a reason it's sold well above list price. Now, if you're looking for the best that Chic Beach has to offer, this is about as close as you're gonna get. Right here on the water, newer construction, was custom built in 2016, 4,600 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 5 bath. We're looking at 2537 Bayview Avenue. This is a fantastic example. If you have the money to spend to get the best in Chic Beach, you're looking at it right here. Now, I'd like to start off right here because this is the space that many people are going to spend the majority of their time in. You have a great room with stacks and stacks of windows. It looks like they've got really nice blinds, but you've got windows galore, tons of natural lighting, and this is exactly where my wife would be hanging out. The great room fireplace is just that. It's great. The natural stone stacking there looks absolutely fantastic. It's nice and open to the kitchen and dining area. Whoever designed this house did a fantastic job. I'm really impressed. It looks like they're using kind of like a natural wood grain style tile, which I think is a really smart touch. As I mentioned before, with anything that's in close proximity to the beach, you want to be able to withstand people coming in and out barefoot with sand on their feet. Makes it really nice and easy to clean up, and it's super resistant to wear and tear. Other nice little touches throughout: the tile on the backsplash is a really, really well selected color. The refrigerator here is a high-end refrigerator with the paneled front to match the cabinets, which is always gives you kind of a signal that someone went above and beyond and spent the money there. The range is gas, with the hood being right above, right there on the center island. Means that you get to cook and engage with the people around you, which is just a nice little touch that you can tell they're paying attention to details. Now, right off of the kitchen, we have a convection oven and kind of a mixed laundry space with extra storage. I'm a big fan of that, and looks like you have a wash sink. Looking at the dining room table, I love the lighting fixtures that they've picked, and this shot in particular just really shows off the views that you have from this entire space. That really just shows off this entire space. They just did an excellent job, not only decorating, but the designer of this home did an exceptional job. Now, outdoor living at its finest. The decking on the back end, you have the metal roof, which looks fantastic. The white trim, it looks like hardy plank exterior with really nice decking. I mean, you're gonna be spending time outdoors all the time, and you can see right off the deck is the entry to the beach. If you're looking for a vacation home or a spot to retire and be able to invite the entire family over, this place is incredible. Rolling through photos of the kind of primary suite and looking at some of the bedrooms and bathrooms, you can see that they even put money into the guest bathrooms here. You can always tell when somebody has a high level of like eye detail when they're putting those touches in the bathrooms that they aren't personally going to be spending time in. Huge soaker tub. Primary suite is fantastic. Plenty of counter space storage. The cabinetry in there is glorious. You can see that there is an elevator in the home, so if you plan on retiring, you don't have to worry about your knees going up and down the stairs. You have an elevator to take you all the way up to the top floor for those incredible views. I love the hangout space up here on the 3rd floor. Overlooks the great room, a place where maybe the kids can play some video games or watch a movie separate, but you can still hear and engage with them. I think that's a nice little touch. Now, one of the other items, the final thing that I'll note here on a home like this is that when you have not only outdoor parking plus a 2-car garage, this is typically what you're gonna get in this price point, and you can see that they've parked a nice little beach buggy into the garage there for access to not only the beach, but probably the neighbors and maybe the local restaurant. So if you absolutely love the Chic Beach area as much as I do in getting away from those tourists, until next time,